Welcome, guys, to our season review podcast. It's been a while. We put out a video. We have a new person featuring Daniel Daku, Manchester United faithful, also friend, and one of our in-house members, Ola Davichi. Supports that club who managed to win.
Managed.
I will let you last one.
I know the name. I know
Yeah. No, I don't know either. I just don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why I'm even wearing this T-shirt. I don't know.
My vocabulary cannot allow me to name names. So during this podcast, we're going to review Premier League match of the season, goal of the season, manager of the season, player of the season, the biggest flop of the season. I already have an idea where somebody's going to mention.
Guilty conscience.
Can't wait.
Ola, what's your Premier League match of the season?
All right. Well, I'll go for the North London derby, the one they played at the Emirates, 4-2. Arsenal 4, Spurs 2. It had everything. It had controversy. It had crazy goals. It was just high octane, end to end. Usually, North London derbies are usually good compared to Merseyside derbies and Liverpool United matches, which can be a bit dry. North London derbies they don't fail to live up to expectation. And this season, I think, was really good. 6 goals. I think Spurs took the lead at one point. I think Spurs were 2-1 up or something. Then Arsenal came back, smashed them. So for me, that was the match of the season. I'm not too sure there were many classic matches this season.
Yeah.
There are not too many classic matches like that. But for me, that one stood out anyway.
Okay. Makes sense. Daniel.
Yeah, like I said, I've been thinking, and I really can't seem to pinpoint. But I'll go in a different direction. I'd say Man City. Is it Chelsea or Arsenal? I mean, I know Aguero scored hat-tricks in both of them, but I think like the entire City performance against Chelsea was just, phenomenal. Like if there's ever been like a team, two great teams side by side, and they blow out the opposition like that. Because I mean, first 15, 20 minutes of the game, Chelsea seemed to be, still, in it. And then I remember Higuain had a really good chance, but then they got that first goal. Like they just I'd say yeah, but definitely North London derby is definitely a good shout. I think Ola has a point there. The nature of that game.
I absolutely agree. For me though, I'm a fan of technical football, high quality, and the 2 games for me that stand out. Not only was a good game, to be fair. It was very heated, but it was more very heated, physical aggression, a couple of quality goals. But for me, I'm a fan of high technical quality football. And the 2 games that stand out for me from beginning to end is City to Liverpool. The one at Etihad was a very good game. It was ended 2-1 to City.
Yes, yeah.
Way from like possession football, like you could see, it was like, for me, it was like a chess match. You could see all the possession football, City, Liverpool trying to counter City's strength, goes down the wings, Pep reacting and he trying to overload the wings to, shut down Mane and Salah. For me, that game was highly then Pep Klopp reacting to now bringing the extra midfielder in Shaqiri. Like for me, those 2 games were that's one game. The City Liverpool, the 2-1 away, and Liverpool Spurs second leg. That was a very good game because it was a game of 2 halves. Liverpool dominated Spurs. The second half, Pochettino made changes and took over that game. And it was Liverpool ended winning, with the last minute goal after Mr. Butterfingers. That's what I like to call him, Mr. Butterfingers. Hugo Lloris just passed, gave Salah.
That second match we played against Spurs, that was the reason I actually do want us to play them in the final. Because that match, the second half, I think I was chatting with Dayo from our group. Afterwards, I was saying, man, that's why I didn't want us to face Spurs, because like you said, Pochettino in that match, the changes he made the tactical switch from three at the back to 4 at the back.
I was like, wow.
And we couldn't handle it.
Game. Poch is a one coach that reacts. He reacts,
I've not seen a team dominate Liverpool like that for a while. That second half, the second half that they dominated us at Anfield. We just got lucky with the winning goal. That's what I was saying to Dyer. I was like, man, I don't think we really didn't deserve to win that match. That one at Anfield. So yeah, it was a good match. It was really a good match.
Okay, so I will start with Daniel this time. Daniel, what was your goal of the season?
Oh yeah, this one is well, I know a lot of people are thinking, company, everything at stake, but it has to be Andros Townsend versus Man City. Because if there's ever a goal that completely, throws the opposition off, like it's definitely that game. Because after that goal, like you saw like a different City. Like before, they end up making those changes, like in the second half, bringing on, De Bruyne, just coming back from injury, and actually coming close to actually tie the game up. But that goal completely like just scattered everything that they had come to play. So yeah, that was a really, and it was a first time volley from a clearance. Now it's ridiculous goal.
Okay. Ola.
Yeah, and that's what I have written down here. Andros Townsend.
Yeah.
That goal was epic. I'm a sucker for volleys. I'm a sucker for full-time, full-blooded volleys, and you don't get a full-time volley like that often. That just goes bang straight in. There's nobody saving that. Company's goal was good. But it's not a volley, so I'm a sucker for volley. So I have to go with Townsend.
That technique for that goal, distance.
Yeah.
And the way the ball just remained in the So I actually put 2 goals down. Again, my problem, I'm just like you. I'm a soccer technical, gifted footballers. I'm moving.
Wait, let me guess. Arsenal v Fulham.
The team goal.
That was my top. That was the team goal. That's the best team goal.
That was the best team goal.
And it doesn't matter. I said goal of the season. It doesn't matter if it's individual or team.
Okay.
That was the outright best team goal of season.
Yeah.
That pass. That was some globetrotter type shit. What is this? Like header? It was friendly, but that one. But for me, it was Hazard's goal against West Ham. Woo! That like 5 players. I'm like, my goodness, that kid is. So those 3 goals are like my 3 most outstanding goals. Hazard against West Ham, Townsend, obviously that movie, and the goal, Arsenal's goal against Fulham. Tell me, Ola, manager of the season.
Okay, manager of the season. Well, I'm going for Javi Gracia from Watford. And the reason I'm going for him is normally Watford, they are not very patient with managers. And usually I don't think anybody lasts more than a season. But the fact that they have actually given him, I think, a 3-year contract shows how much he did. It got them to the FA Cup final. They were in the running to finish 7th.
Okay.
Like they exceeded expectations. And of course, we can say Pep won the treble. Yeah, but you knew City were going to win at least a couple of trophies this season. Yeah. So it's not something that it's not like it totally exceeded expectations. It was a very good achievement, but I just think with Watford, the way they are, the pressure on that job, Javi Gracia did a good job. He got them to their first FA Cup final in like how many years? I think like about 20, 30 years, I don't know. And they had of course they got beat in the final, but getting there in the first place, I think they actually qualified for Europa League now. I think, or is it Wolves? But anyway, I think they had a very decent season. So based on expectations, he exceeded expectations. So that for me, I think is the manager of the season.
Daniel, those are good points. I agree. Very good points.
Yeah, for me, without a doubt, Nuno Espirito Santo.
Okay.
Like
that's what I had written down.
Yeah, he's for someone to come up from the championship, like, because championship football is really different from from the Premier League. In that and the way he's been able to adapt to both. Like, I mean, championship is really give and take, high intensity, crazy, and the Premier League is obviously more controlled, more technical, and the fact that he's been able to do what he did, consistently. I mean, obviously they weren't coming in, they had good signings, but they weren't even. Beginning of season, I predicted a top half finish. Most people said 10th, but for the fact that I think they came 7th,
Yeah, they finished seventh. Yeah,
that's a phenomenal achievement for a team that just got promoted, and the gameplay, the upsets against the Big Six, all that. Now I have to hand it to him. His tactics have been really really good this season.
Absolutely, and that's why I have Nuno Espirito, just for all the reasons you said. When you add it, and I think there's a thing I saw where this is the best finish for newly promoted
side. Yeah, like ever.
And just how technical, really good they look for a team that was together. Some of them were there last season, but how technical the way they pass the ball and the way they like dissect your weaknesses is what shocks me about them. I mean, they can be inconsistent when they play smaller teams, but yeah. I agree. No Espirito. Closest second obviously is Pep because of the domestic travel. That's never easy in England. England is very that might not be the game for a long time. I think. I'm not sure, but because you can never tell. But that's a good shot also. Player of the season. Stay with Daniel. Who's your player of the season?
I don't want to jump on the Bernardo train. He's been really good, but for me, it's Raheem Sterling. Like last season, we saw signs, but this season he's really come into his own. Like as a one of the best in the world, definitely. I'd say Raheem Sterling. So many clutch moments. Like, look at it this way: if not for VAR, like he could have been the one, being talked about right now for his last minute goal that was cancelled against Spurs in the Champions League. But so many clutch moments for them. He's been the one to step up. So for me, Raheem.
That's what I actually have written down to. Ola.
I trust both of you. That's what you have written down. So many clutch moments. I'll just give you, of course, it's Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk was player of the season, voted by his fellow players.
What a big surprise.
But now I'll tell you the reasons. It's not Raheem. I'll tell you the reasons it's not Raheem Sterling, and you agree with me when I say it. Take Raheem Sterling out of that City attack. Would City still not score goals and win matches? They have Aguero, who was 20 goals, I think. They still have Sané. They have Bernardo Silva. They have Mahrez. If you took Raheem Sterling out of the attack, City will still win the league. But now take Van Dijk out of Liverpool's defense. Would Liverpool have a title challenge? No. Our defense was shambolic. We're conceding 50 goals this season.
You have the best defender in the world.
And we have the best player in the league too this season. We have the best player. Lovren. Lovren is best defender in the world.
Best defender in the world.
Best in the league.
According to him.
According to him.
I just quoted him. He said he's the best defender.
Yeah, Lovren, I wouldn't be sad to see him go if he goes, man. I personally maybe even carry him wherever he wants to go. Do you know that when they were celebrating the Champions League medals and stuff, I was a bit pissed off with him because he hardly played any single minute throughout the Champions League.
He did the most.
He was celebrating the most. I was like, if you see I was jumping everywhere, he wanted to be in the camera all the time. I was like, what's wrong with this fella? This guy, he didn't kick the ball more than 5 times.
A la Ben Mendy all of 2018.
Honestly, no.
All of 2018.
Lovren makes me a bit angry sometimes. Like I'm not even disappointed. If it's fourth choice now, I'll be happy to see him go. Anyway, but back to Van Dijk, I just think his impact was so massive because if he went maybe 20, 25 matches without playing this season, there's no way we're getting there because we kept so many clean sheets. There are games that we didn't even play that well. We just won 1-0. We had like maybe 5-1-0 wins. And it was because Van Dijk was there. Normally, Liverpool concede in some of those games. So I just think for this season, Raheem Sterling was fantastic. But if you took him away from City still win that league. They still walk it. But if you took Van Dijk out, no way. No way are we coming close 97 points. And no way are we Champions League too. No way are we winning Champions League if we didn't have Van Dijk.
You make great arguments, yes. I agree. You make great arguments, right? So, but it's EPL player of the season, right? I'm not saying English. You make great argument, and Van Dijk deserves it. I know he deserves it. I'm just looking at it from the point that traditionally, historically, Liston has always favored forward-minded players.
Players.
At the time that defenders win them is when the team wins the league, right? So, but if I have no problem with give Van Dijk. I think it's arguable to say if you take Sterling out, they will still you don't know because Sterling stepped up big time.
Yeah,
He stepped up
my
big time.
focus. For
How many
Sterling
match winning goals? Sorry to cut you, but I'll send maybe after I'll send you a link. They put the link of the number of points some players won their teams. And you even be surprised that Salah won like 20-something points for Liverpool this season. Sterling won like only 9 points with his goals. So all these clutch goals. How many clutch goals? How many winning goals did he even score? He scored a lot of goals in matches they were maybe already winning. I'm not denying he had a brilliant season, but the clutch goal argument just doesn't do it for me.
Like Salah, clutch moments, like not just
clutch moments. Okay,
like just contributions in general.
Oh, he had a brilliant season. He had a brilliant season anyway.
Okay, stay with Ola.
Yep.
Flop of the season.
Yeah, I like this guy because his name rhymes with his club, and it's a very funny sounding Brazilian name. I don't know. They call him Fred, but man. Fred the Red. Fred the Red was woeful. He was like Fred the Blue. Like, he turned the air blue every time he came onto the pitch. For me, for that amount of money, we should have expected more from him. I don't know. I think he didn't have a good season. He showed signs in couple of matches. I think in a couple of matches I saw him. He showed signs. I don't know. Maybe the manager didn't use him well. Maybe he lacked confidence. But yeah, the way United fans were so happy when you guys signed him, I was expecting like one world beater, but he didn't show it. So for me, that's the flop of the season. Did nothing.
Okay. Daniel.
To your point of Fred, I've always said like I've never seen a Brazilian like Fred is a Brazilian player, but he plays like he's from DR Congo. Like there's no flair attributes in this game, no finesse, like no like tactical awareness. He's just rugged all over the place.
Confidence issues, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe he's better this season, but we'll see. My flop of the season. It doesn't have to be a new signing, right? Does it?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a new signing.
Okay. I didn't know.
So you are thinking of new signing? Oh, my bad.
I thought it was new signing. Yeah. Sorry.
For me, I mean, there's so many people. Calling Sanchez would be cliche, but he is the truth. Like, I mean, how much was he? Whatever amount he was, but I feel Sanchez is the worst signing ever.
It wasn't for any amount, but technically, when you look at the fact that it was a swap deal.
Yeah.
So whatever amount Mkhitaryan is worth.
Yeah, but to play devil's advocate, Sanchez was injured a lot, though.
He was injured a lot.
I know Fred was injured a bit.
He's not on my. He's not like Sanchez is in my answer. I'm just saying.
Okay.
For me, it would be. I'm gonna go down and say, Kieran Trippier. A lot of. I mean, it seems like a random choice, but like
it's not a random choice.
Kieran Trippier's perform like. Kieran Trippier has been looked at in the light he's been looked at because of the World Cup. People call him World Cup catfish. This season he's just been really, which is surprising because he was good previous season. So like this season, maybe this whole hype from the World Cup about him scoring a goal as he's bombing forward, like he can't attack well and he can't defend well, either. So it's like, where do you stand as a defender? It's been for someone of his quality, like it's been a bad year for him, I think. So for me, Kieran Trippier is my flop. Marcus Alonso is also in that list too, but
that's a good shout. That's a very good shout. He was really, really poor.
Yeah. Positional awareness zero.
If I thought about Alonso, I would have choose who I chose. Alonso. Yeah. I mean, you made a good point about him being injured a lot, but man. I'm going to be brutally honest, man. That's my new MO. Sanchez. Personal. Fred, I give him excuses just because of so many reasons, right?
I mean, first season jitters, I guess.
I believe football is a reading game, right? Just like you guys got Keita, club didn't throw him right in, Fabinho, didn't throw him right in. He was watching. Fred he started poor because the team, but he had 1-2 games. He had one game, he had that Wolves game where he was playing well. Yeah. And they should have continued the game. But right after that game, was nowhere to be found again. he was in the doghouse.
Mm.
For months, for weeks and weeks, we didn't see Fred. He was in the doghouse, literally in the doghouse. Now we change managers. The new manager comes in, same thing. He had the poor games, understandable. Then he hits that form right at that Champions League game.
Yeah.
PSG.
PSG away.
Yeah,
That
one.
The best performances.
That was the best match. Yeah.
Yeah, and from that game, he should have been playing that guy, and straight away, immediately, our 18 wheeler came back. That's why I call him our 18-foot wheeler truck. Immediately came back. Mr. Matic. I call him Static.
Static Matic.
Static Matic. Immediately came back and his bench, Fred was back on the bench. So yeah, I think he was mismanaged. He was poor. I'm not going to give him a pass. He had a poor season. Like almost the whole team had a poor season. However, I think they did not manage really well. Sanchez, though, man, for someone who had been in Premiership for this long, for the amount of money, the amount of experience, he played for a couple of months. I remember before he got that injury, he played pretty much almost throughout Mourinho's time.
Yeah.
But Mourinho, who favored him and knew that he got him, got to the point, started benching him. That's how terrible Sanchez was. Sanchez couldn't complete passes. He couldn't.
Very
there was nothing to his game. So
kept on losing the ball. I remember there was like three games back to back. He lost the ball over 30 times. It was ridiculous.
Wow.
Sanchez was
ridiculous. Yeah.
He is my flop of season. Yeah. He didn't give us anything. So anyway, best transfer of season. I think was Daniel. So stay with Daniel. Best transfer of the season.
I'll go ahead and say Alisson because Liverpool, they've been building a really good. They started their whole rebuilding process, and he was the final. For me, he was the final piece of their puzzle. They didn't win the league, but the fact that the whole transition from shipping so many goals last season to up until when they signed Van Dijk in January, and they were still leaking goals because they had Karius. But Alisson,
bring Karius back.
Bring
Karius back, please.
What's funny about Karius is he left. I think he went to Turkey, and one of his earlier games, he messed up again. So
he's still making errors over there. He's still making errors.
So, but for me, I think. How much was Alisson bought for?
67 or something. Yeah, it was. So he had the world record for 3 days, and then Chelsea went to buy Kepa.
Coach Kepa.
Coach Kepa. So Kepa has the world record now, but it was Alisson for just like a few days.
And then Richarlison as well, simply because people thought that money was that was like an overrated fee but if there's anyone who has ever justified being an amount being splurged on him, I'd say Richarlison really did well for Everton this season. Okay. But Alisson takes the cake for me.
For you. Yeah. Good talk. Ola, who is your best transfer of the season?
Oh, okay. The audio went out. Sorry. All right. Yeah, my best transfer. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Clearly.
All right. Raul Jimenez for Wolves.
Yeah, Ola think I like so much.
Yeah. Raul Jimenez. Yeah.
I had Jota on my list as well. He was my number 3.
All right, yeah. Raul for a loan signing, playing in his first season in the Premier League, I think. He was on loan, but they made it permanent. They made it permanent. They had to make it permanent. They had no choice. It was so good. They had to just say, okay, well, they made it permanent in April.
He's on loan. Immediately, I'm going on Twitter, tagging everyone. Swap him with Lukaku, do whatever. Get that guy now. I like that guy, man.
Oh, that guy's a player.
His interplay is beautiful.
His interplay is fantastic.
That's one thing I love about striker.
Yeah.
It's clinical.
He doesn't waste chances. Either. Yeah. It's a fantastic signing, and he scored big goals, scored in big games against big teams, Yeah. For me, that was, I don't know where Wolves, it was a gamble, I think. They took a gamble, but that gamble worked out for them because he's 27 years old, so it's not like he's very young, and he has never really been prolific.
Yeah, I know him.
But
I
yeah,
from World Cup of what 2014.
yeah,
Remember him?
Yeah.
yeah.
A regular guy. Then
Yeah, but now he had a fantastic season. I think that was very smart gamble they took there, and they paid off for them. So they've tied him down. I think 4-year contract before some people come and start swapping him for Lukaku.
hey, hey, I have so many names for him. That guy now. My like you guys, I've kind of gotten to the point where I do not like him anymore. Has gone down so much. Again, I know people
I
say so
like
many things.
Lukaku.
He scores. Yeah, cool. Lukaku scores. But I think for every player, he thinks he's better than he is. That's my problem with Lukaku. He's had this ego thing that is going on with him. And when you are a player that you know you are this limited, you should be the last person.
To be making the most noise.
Yeah, because I remember, I'll give you a quick example. This is not because I don't make things up. During the Mourinho time, it was one that remember that ESPN interview he did, where it was like players should suck it up. It doesn't have anything to do with Mourinho. It was literally showing that I'm with the coach because the coach was playing despite his terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that. If you want to be that kind of person, all of a sudden, when you are out of favor, you start doing body talking, body language. You come out, you start flirting openly. That's the thing I always say.
He's flirted with Real, he's flirted with Inter, he's flirted with the entire Serie A.
Fans that don't like Paul Pogba. I'm like, where is this Pogba energy? For that same energy they used to hate Pogba because he said all Hazard is his idol. Please show me that same energy with Lukaku. In between season, him, Herrera, those things they did, I know they were intangibles, but those are part that derailed our season. When we were fighting for top 4, they're flirting openly with other clubs.
Yeah.
We finish season, you come out, you have 2 or 3 years left. You say Antonio Conte is the best manager in the world. Who are you?
Lukaku. But me, I like Lukaku. What you say maybe might be big ego. For me, I just think it's confidence. I don't know. You've read the story. Did you read the story on Players Tribune?
He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
I respect black players in like countries like that have I respect all of that. I'm just saying, technically as a footballer, what we are trying to do first, what Ole is trying to do, I hope, he doesn't fit in because he's so limited. His course control is really poor. His first touch is horrible. And it's from what I feel. For someone who has been playing this long.
But I don't think it's because
he's been playing professional football for 10 years.
Yeah, it's more like
10 years.
I know it scores goals, but specifically Lukaku, we cannot hide behind.
I don't think it's erratic. I just think it's erratic because I remember, to be honest,
Lukaku scores. I've been defending for so long. People remember. But I can't anymore. We cannot hide the fact he scores against lesser known teams. It's so obvious. When we play any reputable team, they're high.
4% conversion rate against the rest of the top teams.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot keep doing that.
4%.
It's poor.
That's one,
really
one
is.
goal.
It's so poor. He hides. He wants to be assisting. Dude, you are a striker. See, let me cross so that you say he's contributing. Bro, stay in the box.
Yeah, but you people say you want to link up play now, so he wants to link up play by going out.
Go play.
I mean, to play link up play, you need close control.
He occasionally has it. The thing is, he's just erratic because I've seen him play through balls. Did you see him in the World Cup playing? Was it for Belgium? He was playing through balls and assisting goals.
Again, to that point about how phenomenal he is against Belgium. It's literally the same. Like people don't realize, but it's a mirror image of how he performs at United. Like he'll score goals against Andorra. He'll score goals even freaking lesser known European teams. When it's time to perform at the big stage, for a Manchester United striker, like the main thing when that comes to your mind when you think of like a traditional Manchester United striker is you coming up big in the big games. Like we're talking RVN, we're talking RVP, Rooney. Like Rooney's, like clutch.
Let's have this conversation.
Yeah.
Stop recording.
Because I know Man United fans are all 10. You need to fix
a quick pop-up quiz.
I haven't been happy since Van Persie left. That's the truth. Okay, maybe Zlatan gave me some joy, but
quick pop-up quiz. And I'll start with Ola.
Okay.
Most passes. Which player? We also obviously Jorginho. We know that start. Who was number 2? Jorginho had the most passes in the league this Premiership season, right? Okay. Who was second? Had second most passes in the Premier League.
Most passes.
Yes.
Throughout the season.
Is Is this like a trivia round or I don't know?
Trivia, it's trivia. It's just
Okay.
quick trivia. I'll give you four choices.
It will be
It's
Pogba.
That's a hard question. Right.
Okay.
Most passes. It's a hard question.
Okay.
Christian Eriksen, Virgil van Dijk, I'm Aymeric Laporte, or James Madison.
Oh,
Okay.
Laporte.
Wrong.
I think Van Dijk.
Yes.
Yeah. Van Dijk.
What?
Yeah, Van Dijk.
Second most passes in the Premier League.
Mhm.
Damn. I didn't know that. Wow.
So just fun fact: Chelsea, Jorginho is 1, Van Dijk is 2, Laporte is 3, David Luiz is 4, Rudiger is 5. All Chelsea people.
Yeah, just
has to do with possession.
passing to nowhere. Passing to nowhere, and at the end of the day, Hazard does all the work. So
he didn't.
It was fun. You guys coming on. We've come to the end of our podcast. You guys can stay on later. I mean, we can chat a little bit if you want.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that.